Sup guys, it's Kosh and today we are doing Idle Berserker Beginner's Guide. This guide will tell you how to be really good at the game, explain the hidden game mechanics and what you need to do in order to progress as fast as possible in this game and be really strong. Let's go. So, okay, the main thing, the first thing I want to tell before I forget, that you can enter the code here. And by entering the code you will get, well, at least we have one code right now. If you got extra codes, write them down in the comments below. You can go to the settings right here and enter coupon. The coupon is hello, and by typing that you will get 10k diamonds. I already used that, so we got those diamonds, and that will help you to get a head start. Now, as for the game mechanics, we will cover first of all how to develop your character, like what do you need to invest in here. You can guess already by the time I told about it. So you want to invest mostly in your attack and critical, because the damage is really important. What I would advise is instead bonuses when you just start out early game. Here for the gold you invest mostly in the attack because it's cheaper. When the critical becomes just as cheap as attack, you invest in that and critical damage as well. So your top priority is attack here, then goes for the critical, then for the critical damage. Health is not important here. Like, if you don't die, if you while you play the game, while you go for the boss fight, if you are not being killed, you don't need that extra health. If you are losing health before the time runs out and being killed, then you should go for the health. Now, this is what goes for the stats. For the mastery, I would advise you guys to invest a little bit everywhere, but since critical strike here goes for the same price as attack rating, I would advise full investing in the critical strike when you can, because that will improve your chance of critical and improve your overall DPS, so that's a good idea. After that, like when this one can be maxed out, I think at 15%, then go for attack, critical damage, and you know, try to evenly distribute your points. I also like attack speed because it's overall damage percentage and like everything, but yeah, it's more or less evenly distributed. But again, health goes last. You can see here that my health is level 3, so non-existent. For awakening, same stuff. Attack is your top priority, then you go for berserker attack, berserker critical damage, skill damage, boss damage, and only after that go for health. Although there is one really important thing about awakening, you should try to get this one as high as possible to do the awakening. That will boost your stats drastically, so it's really important. We'll talk about that in a second, because you don't want to storm the dungeon straight away. You will lose your keys without the proper gains, so don't do that straight away. Awakening ability, here same stuff. I would advise you guys to reset those abilities and go for damaging ones. I got lucky with SSR health, so I'll leave it just because it's pretty cool. So yeah, but I would strongly recommend you guys to reroll it for the damage or something like that. Then, after some point in the game, I will talk about that in a second as well, you will unlock runes. This is pretty straightforward, you just level those up, so you can't do anything about that. For beginners, that will be it. So next is equipment. Now here, we'll talk about the summoning in a second, but we'll talk about this equipment right now, and it's important that as you level up the equipment, even if it's not equipped, like anything, weapon for example, this one, you level it up, and you will get this bonus at top, so it gives 187%. If we level it up, we will get 11% more damage. So, when you level up your main stuff, main weapons, I got lucky with S weapon here and S gauntlet here. If you got extra shards, you can spend them on leveling up the rest pieces, and they will give you extra damage. And they will give you extra power, so you can evenly distribute the rest of your resources here. That will help you out in the long run. You will have to do that, guys. Moreover, don't forget to ascend all. That will give you the chance, like the higher chance. You will get a higher tier stuff faster, let's put it like that. So yeah, ascend all is important. That's what we have about the gear. Get the highest tier gear. Oh yeah, we also have the ability. Same stuff, when you roll the ability, you want to roll for something that you need. For example, here we got the boss damage is good, critical damage is good. We will roll again, we will reroll the gold rate for something better. And do you see that when we lock one of the abilities, the reset cost is getting higher? Keep it in mind, so if you will roll for one specific attribute, it will be expensive. So let's get, no, not good, boss, no, No, I want something at least A. Skill damage. Will do. Alright, so we got additional bonus here. As far as I understand, like on all other weapons that are not equipped, you don't get the bonuses from that, so there is no point leveling it up everywhere. Just level it on your highest tier gear that you use in your runs. The ring here gives you health bonus, I mean, nice, but what you want from the ring is the ability, basically. Sadly, from, like, you need a higher tier ring to get more abilities, that's the only point of getting the ring, but don't invest in it that much, if you ask me. Now, since we're talking about the gear, let's talk about the summoning. A lot of people are asking what do you want to summon. I would advise, when you start, do one summon for the... No, don't do that. Don't do one summon for the... Go for weapon and gauntlet straight away and summon it as much as possible until you will get like S tier stuff, alright? Although guys, you might wanna go for skill summoning once in a while. Nice, we got additional S sword. That's good, that's nice. You might want to do some skill summons in order to get the right skills. We'll talk about the skills in a second, because those are hard to get and you need specifically the passive skills here. So yeah, do some of those summons before you get the right skills available. Oh, that's actually a pretty good SR skill. And then you can go all in on weapons and gauntlet. What about the summoning mechanics here? When you summon stuff, every time you summon, you fill up that experience point thing over there, and your summoning level will increase. And with the higher level, you will get the higher chance of getting the higher tier stuff and lower chance of getting the lower tier stuff. So that basically increases your chances of getting the better gear. So let's do one more summon. Bam, we got level 4. And from now on, every summon gives us the chance of getting SR stuff. And as you can see, we're getting A swords and they are not that useful. Another interesting thing that in this summoning, you get the weapon and the gauntlet chances, so it's not only one, it's two of a kind over here. So yeah, we spend all our diamonds. We can get diamonds pretty easily by doing the quests here. There we go, 3.7k daily quests, weekly quests, and finishing the guide quest over here. You gotta really follow the guide quest, because that will allow you to get a lot of diamonds, so we can do one more summon right now. Probably it won't do any good for us. Probably we won't get... yeah, rip, nothing really crazy. After doing the summons, go to your equipment and do ascend all. You might get lucky, you might get enough equipment to get it to the next tier. And we also get the new S sword, so we can enchant it. And bam, as you can see, we got a really decent damage boost right here. So that attack bonus at the top is being applied when you own the equipment, and equip bonus lower beyond this will be applied later. God damn it, ads popping up. Alright, so that's what we have for the gear. Now, for the skills, same stuff. You summon skills, we already did that, and then you level them up, and you need to get the right skills in your roster. At first you will have 3 slots, but when you do Ascension you will get more and more of those pieces. For us, let's see what does this do, the new one. When in Berserk mode, attack and attack speed increased by 15%. That is really good, guys. I like it. So we will take Rampage. We will remove this, because this one isn't that good. We will take the Rampage and Contract of Chaos. That will increase our Berserk damage quite a lot. And Berserk mode is basically when you will do the most damage. So, yeah, what do we have for passives right now? We got the Contract of Chaos, we got lucky. When in Berserk mode, attack and attack speed increased by 15%, and the Rampage, when in Berserk mode, increase critical damage by 30% for 4 seconds. This one, like Contract of Chaos, just boosts in your Berserk mode. It doesn't have the cooldown, it doesn't have the duration, so it's always active. This one have the activity, like it's active only during the Berserk. What else? Which other passives you might want to go for? Basically, you look for the skills, and you're looking for the ones that don't have the defensive stat, the ones that are offensive and they are being good. So if you are unlucky with the skills and you don't get the high tier skills, Survival of the Fittest, actually pretty good skill. No, not this one, goddammit. Dance of Corruption, this one. This one is pretty good because it can stack up to 50 times, so it's 50% damage. It's actually pretty good. Then we got the Lust for Blood that increases attack. Then we get the Rampage, which is doing way better damage in the Berserk mode. This one, after taking damage, the next attack increased by 33%, have 1 second cooldown, so that's why I don't like it that much, but it's decent. Descending Darkness, this is like not useful because it's defensive and health lower than 11%. I mean, you probably dead by that time. Warmonger might be good at the later levels, but it have the increased damage by attack speed, yeah, and attack by 10% for 2 seconds, but it has cooldown of 12 seconds, which is crazy. Embodiment of the Abyss is pretty good because it gives you attack speed for 4 seconds after the Berserk mode, so it's not that bad. Vengeance, if you can keep your health lower than 50% in some build, it might be good. Feast of Blood, this is good for clearing but bad for the bosses, and obviously Contract of Chaos is really good. For the active spells, once again, depending on what do you want to do. If you're going for the boss fights, you want to select the skills that are single target. If you are clearing the enemy groups or farming, you'd better go for something like Requiem, something like Abyssal Wave, the spells that are AoE, that are doing insane AoE damage. I decided to balance it out here, so the good spell is Momentum of the Berserker, that increases attack by 34% for 10 seconds, with a cooldown of 21 seconds, so I basically activated manually during the Berserk mode, and it's kind of boosting it even more. Then we have this one, Envy of Evil Spirits, 35% extra damage for 3 seconds and recover health. So that's 11-second cooldown, so 30% of the time you'll do more damage. Pretty good. I would like to get other skills, like this one, for example, that will consume the health and that will allow you to go into that Vengeance mode, but I don't have it. So yeah, you can find the skills that are single target over here, no problem, and they will be good. So yeah, that's what I would advise, just getting, like, this one is good as well. That increases the damage taken and does quite good damage to the enemy. So yeah, if you are going for the AoE though, you can get a second build for that and here place the AoE spells that you will use. So like this one is not needed anymore over here. Let's get Contempt. That's single target, not good. Not good. Let's get Momentum for more damage boost. So something like that. Overall, I kinda roll with a single target most of the time because the bosses are the problem, and even if you do dungeons, in most situations you want to do a lot of single target damage. So in that case, like, single target build is pretty good and we will go with this one. Maybe we will change this for something else. Well, honestly, we don't have the good spells for the active attacks right now. I would go with something single target, like this spell, for example, that increases attack damage, maybe Covenant of the Hatred, that kind of stuff. But we don't have it, so we will have to roll with what we have. Okay, we are done with the skills. Now, it's pretty straightforward. You can turn on the auto or turn it off, depending on what you want. So usually I roll with the auto. And you can go for the boss fights here, and you can turn on auto if you just upgraded some gear. And you can go through several bosses that will automatically move you to the next boss. Pretty straightforward. I think we won't be able to beat the boss right now, because we don't have enough level up, so we need to do that. Maybe we will, who knows. So yeah, if you can't beat the boss, what you need to do, you need to farm gold and wait, or you need to go to the dungeon and farm resources to level up. That's what we will do right now. We actually managed to beat this. That's actually pretty cool. Impressive. Beating the bosses and progressing the stages increase your rank. And rank actually shows your chat rank. So when you type something, bam, send, you will have your own rank next to you, which is governed by your stage that you beat. It is being updated every 5 minutes, so it might need some time to kick in. Alright, so now for the main part, the dungeons. For the dungeons, I would advise, like, getting some gold, getting some upgrades, and when you're ready, when you're ready for the real play, first of all, select your single target build, because most bosses, like this boss, like this boss, like those guys in the Tower of Trials, will be really tough, so you need your maximum capacity to beat them out. Adamant Mine, as you go to the next higher floors, it will be harder and such. Here you want to take out the latest enemy, although Goblin Treasure Storage should be done last if you're doing the buffs, because it takes quite a lot of time, so you might run out of time. And you go here in Oath of Blood and get all those oaths, specifically the attack one and health one. That will allow you to be more strong, like stronger, and be able to do more damage and take out the enemies. So let's go activate all those oaths right now. So everything is active and we can go. Be mindful though that you can do it only 3 times a day, so it's recommended either to do it when you are going to push or when you can actively play or something like that. So like, make sure that you use them wisely. So now we will go and beat some bosses with our kinda boss build. Because here you will get the extra damage and you'll be able to push way further in those dungeons and gain more resources by doing that. So yeah, and the fights are really fast, most of them, so you can take them out easier and get more resources that you can use later on to push even further. In our case, like we're getting the runes right now, we're okay. If you can't beat something, there is an order which you should follow, which we'll talk about when I'll be done with those things. That's upgrading your character, and then instead of, you know, not being able to beat something, getting the rewards easier. So when you upgrade your character, you will be able to be stronger and get more rewards and beat stronger bosses. So now we're going for the Dragon's Realm, fighting the dragon, which will give us the items for our awakening over here. Can we open it? Yes, awakening. So when we max those out, we can do awakening challenge, and if we'll be able to go to the B stage, we can become way more stronger and do even more damage to the dragon and anyone else, basically. So that's a really important step. So let's try to do the most damage here. So far it's doing pretty well. At the left we can see our damage dealt and the highest cumulative damage. So we are doing pretty well. The higher the damage, the more rewards you will get, so keep it in mind. It's important to do insane damage here, because that will reward you with more stuff that you can use now and later on for your awakening upgrade. Alright, let's see if that is enough for our full awakening. Yeah, it's good. Let's go and try to do the awakening first. Let's use up the runes. That's pretty straightforward. You use them up, they give you different stats and such. For now, for the beginner's guide, there is nothing crazy about it. Just use them when you can, and as simple as that. They give you pretty good multipliers, so they are pretty useful if you ask me. Mastery bonuses. Yes, let's get the critical rating up. Bam, nice. Awakening. In order to do the awakening, to progress to the next tier, you will have to fight the boss. So we got this awakening challenge with this boss. Let's see if we'll be able to beat him up. I've seen people reporting that he's really tough, but in our case, as you can see, that's not the problem, because we're doing it smart, guys. 295 D power and we are done, and the boss is destroyed, and our power got what, quadruple? I don't know, it increased almost 10 times. So now we can push even more, and with this new awakening, guys, with this new awakening, we accessed the new passive ability. Let's get this one. No, skill damage, a really good SSR, I like that. Moreover, what else? We got the new skills slots, so we can get even more passive for even more damage. Let's get this one, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, let's get Rage of the Berserker for us right now. And for the active skill, we will go for, let's get this Mark of Death. I don't know. I don't know. We are doing single target, so increase enemy attack. We need the highest damage. Let's get Sword of the Demon. It seems to be doing more damage than everything else. Let's get this one. So there we go. We got more skills, and we can go for more tries. Tower of Trial. It was really hard beforehand. I could barely beat it now. As you can see, we are plowing through the content, and look at that. That's so easy, guys. So easy. So yeah, while you have those bonuses, you should push as far as possible, do as much as possible in those dungeons to get the most rewards. Moreover, when you'll be able to plow to the higher tier of reward in the towers, then you can sweep. Even if you get weaker after you will lose that buff, you will be able to get the most of those rewards, because you can sweep the rewards by automatically claiming them from your highest reached result. So that will be really nice. So let's compare our cumulative damage to the Dungeon of Gods again to see how much different it will be right now with our new upgrade. By the way, we have unlocked the skin. We can see it right now. We can go to the new skin. It's applied automatically, so the skins for your character, you have to own them. That will give you the bonus. You don't need to wear them, to be honest, to get that effect. And oh my god, look at the damage. It's way higher than before. We still have 25 seconds and we already break our high score, so we will go to D, maybe E damage. That's actually pretty amazing. And we are not, as you can see, I haven't leveled up my health, but I'm still not taking that much damage, so I'm doing pretty good. I like that. So we are going to D damage, alright, not E but D. That's not that bad. Why it... Oh my god, I can't really count properly. That's so weird. But yeah, we got way higher result, and we got even more stuff that we can upgrade now in the Awakening by improving our attack bonus. That will make us even stronger. You know what I mean. That's how you roll basically. You upgrade stuff non-stop and try to plow as far as possible. So for us, it will be a good idea to try to do the Goblin Treasure storage right now. So we can plow, like my high score is 100 goblins, 102 goblins. And now with the new stuff, we can kill way more. And then we can sweep and get even more rewards. So let me do some runs and then I'll go back to you. Because like, I don't think that you are interested in this and we have the guide that's already lasting for 25 minutes. Oh my god. By the way, I almost forgot. In the Goblin Treasure storage, when you take out the enemy, you will get a bonus time. So as you can see, our timer is always going up because we are taking out the enemies and we actually broke our high score already. But we are getting more and more gold. We can use it for our character upgrade. That's really fantastic. So yeah, let's take a look. We take out this guy. Bam, and it's giving us 1 second. As you can see, the enemies are getting tougher as you go. So there is a progression, there is a increased health of the enemies, so they are harder to kill as you go by, but you need to take out as many of those guys as possible in order to get the most results from this. Berserker mode is the way to go, to be honest, because like, yeah, that's the only way to go for us. I think we are done. Yep. And yeah, guys, don't forget to plow through the chapter bosses a little bit using those bonuses that you get, because that's really important as well. The further you are in the campaign, the more gold you will get while you're offline, and the higher tier gear will be dropped, so it's a really good idea to do that. Yep, and moreover you get the higher rank, better color in the chat, so it's always nice. Alright guys, my phone is actually dying, I totally forgot to charge it. Let's take a look at the new skin I mean. It looks really nice. It gave us 10% attack speed, really good. So yeah, you can equip any skin, but you will be able to get those bonuses no problem. Oh yeah, and don't forget to do the request. Almost forgot about this one. There are requests which you do, and you just, you know, put your stuff over here. When it will be reset, you will be able to do it again. You will get some bonuses for this. It's pretty straightforward. You put your gear in it and automatically after some time you will claim the rewards. You don't need to miss that because it's a really good source of stuff. Guild and achievements are still locked, so I have no idea how those work. So for now, that guide will help you to plow through so much content. I'm already at, I don't know, rank hasn't upgraded yet and we haven't killed all the bosses, but I'm pretty sure that will push you all the way forward if you follow this guide. So yeah, let me know in the comments how do you like it. My phone died. So yeah guys, let me know in the comments how do you like this guide, if it was useful for you or not, and if you have extra tips for the players, write them there as well, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Don't forget to like this video, because that will help it to promote in the YouTube algorithm so more people will see it. And check the pinned comment in the video description for more links. We have Linktree where you can join Discord and talk to me directly over there. And also there are other playlists, other stuff over there. And this channel is about idle incremental games, so you probably will find something useful here for sure. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. That's about it for now. Stan Kosh out. Have a good one.